Ever felt like no matter how hard you try, relationships just suck for you, leaving you to wonder, is it bad luck or is it me? We are going to dismantle the myths holding you back from deep commitment and partners stoked to be with you. What if I told you the secret to unlocking fulfilling, lasting love isn't found in the stars, but in understanding and healing something deeply personal, your attachment style? You too can be one of these women who know how to, those annoying women that don't have to think about it too much. Things just work for them, while the rest of us wonder and ponder to death. At the end, you wind up feeling like love is only for the lucky ones while still maintaining hope. You don't have to feel like this anymore. You don't have to rely on hope only. There is a skill to this and nobody told you. Stay with me till the end because I will tell you exactly what you need to do to start healing and making small steps that will yield significant results, leading to feeling like things are working out for you. If you're one of us high-achieving women who strive to give it all in everything you do, you may find yourself feeling a bit helpless when it comes to relationships. The fact is that putting in the effort into a relationship doesn't work like in other aspects of life. In many other aspects, you may feel sort of competent. You know what you need to do to get certain results. When it comes to relationships, though, it feels like a wild goose chase. You try everything to avoid the same mistakes and situations in which you repeatedly find yourself, but somehow you wind up with the same kind of people, those who like you a lot, put in the effort at the beginning stages, but wind up saying something like, let's see where it takes us when you start talking about the next stage in the relationship. Somehow, when you start falling for them, they start reducing their efforts. They call less, they become busy and unsure about where they want to take this relationship. Perhaps you're the one always reaching out, trying to bridge the gap of silence left by your partner only to feel even more isolated. You feel that if you don't reach out and start a conversation, he will forget about you. Not knowing where your relationship is going is soul-sucking. You wind up being in a consistent state of anxiety, wondering if you're too much or perhaps not enough for your partner. Somehow, you always wind up questioning your worth and ability to be in a relationship. You may even decide this relationship isn't for you and throw in a towel, but then he gives you a renewed sense of hope by doing something nice. And the cycle continues. Of course, you wind up thinking that relationships are just difficult and love is only for the lucky ones. But these experiences aren't just random misfortunes. When you experience this from a relationship to relationship, it is possible that there is something deeper happening here. These may be the signs of an unhealed attachment style. The root of these problems often boils down to unresolved attachment trauma that leaves us subconsciously utilizing survival strategies that don't work in romantic relationships. For instance, defaulting to feeling that you are inadequate when things don't work out is one of these consequences of attachment trauma. At some point as a little girl, it was beneficial for survival to think that you are inadequate, but right now it doesn't help you figure out what you need in relationships. The little girl in you wants to finally be seen and accepted completely, but your nervous system operates on old scripts that don't work if you want a soulful, fulfilling relationship. Also, the belief that relationships are inherently difficult or that successful relationships are the result of sheer luck is a misconception that prevents genuine healing and growth. In reality, these challenges stem from unaddressed wounds within our attachment styles, which, when healed, can transform how we connect and thrive in partnerships. Are you ready to hear one of the biggest issues that prevents you from being happy in romantic relationships? One of the big blind spots that people with attachment trauma have is that they are not exactly clear with what they want in a relationship. Although you may know in your head, you may struggle because you don't know how it feels. how to recognize these good things that you want. This is why you often position yourself as someone who needs to prove yourself worthy of someone's commitment. The relationships become like another exam in school. Am I gonna get a good grade? No wonder why we don't enjoy courting, dating, and relationships. Let me share how I helped one of my clients quickly stop sabotaging her relationships. Consider the story of Maya, who felt trapped in a cycle of anxious avoidance cycle with all her partners. She could never quite understand why falling in love with them seems to push them away. At the beginning of these relationships, Maya was cool and the guys were eager to get her to commit to exclusivity. The key is that Maya wasn't attached at the beginning of these relationships. As soon as she became attached to these men, the power dynamics shifted. Instead of enjoying the courting process, Maya would put in her effort to seal the deal, to take the relationship to the next level. This causes men to feel freaked out. You know, when someone starts convincing you to do something, it instantly raises red flags. The same is with men. Why would you have to convince anyone that you are worthy of their commitment? They should be thrilled to have your heart. Don't you agree? I'll tell you exactly what you need to do to make this effortless, but let's stay with Maya for a bit. Let's see what didn't work for her until we tweaked a few things. Let's understand one thing. As soon as the guys would have Maya commit to exclusivity, they relaxed. There was no need to court Maya, and that's when Maya's anxiety kicks in. She's putting all her efforts into these guys who are not sure about committing to her. Then they complained that Maya didn't know how to relax. They wished she was more like at the beginning, relaxed and fun. Similarly, Maya wished the guys were also like at the beginning, more romantic, pursuing her with enthusiasm, not telling her, let's see where it leads us. These words would feel like a pit in Maya's belly. Feeling inadequate and ashamed, she would usually respond something like, yeah, you're right, let's see how it goes. I'm totally okay with that. Bullshit, she was not okay with this. Let me tell you exactly what shifted for Maya. What we worked on was healing her attachment trauma and wounding that stemmed from both family and society conditioning us to feel that our needs are not legitimate. Many women feel like something is wrong with them for wanting more love, commitment, effort. I helped Maya clarify her desires, wishes, and manage difficult triggers that are inevitable in romantic relationships. I helped her embrace her confidence and spread it from other aspects of life to dating. Maya embraced the Queen of Hearts mindset. Instead of positioning herself as someone who needs to prove herself worthy, she started the dating process as someone who enjoys meeting new people and figuring out who works for her. Maya realized that her love and company should be highly desirable to one lucky guy. Can you see how empowering this shift is? Will you adopt it too? I also helped Maya express her needs, boundaries, and desires confidently. This attracted quality men who also wanted the same things: commitment, secure love, family, no mind games. That was a bit scary for Maya, but wait till you hear how things became easier. Maya was thrilled to see how men responded positively to her open communication. They focused on proving to Maya that they're worthy of being her partner for these high-standard goals. They saw depth in Maya, and guess what? Men want these things too. I mean, some men. Your job becomes to figure out who's worthy for you. This is very powerful because our preliminary work on healing was significantly magnified by this positive response in the field. Men that she met stated that they never met someone so special and who could communicate so well. Of course, Maya applied my love-building communication that helped her create deep emotional connection with one of these guys, Ethan. I guided her through 4 stages of courting that helped her slow down the attachment process. For the first time in her dating history, Maya didn't feel a need to propel the relationship forward. Ethan was the one who was pursuing the relationship next steps. Although he didn't see himself in a marriage before, Ethan was stoked to propose to Maya because he knew this is it and he knew that Maya wanted that. Because of Maya's work on herself and becoming secure, Ethan too felt secure to abandon his limiting beliefs about marriages. After our deep work on understanding her attachment style and emotional needs, Maya enjoys security and excitement in her marriage now. Even when she gets triggered by some old wounds, she has the tools for processing her feelings, communicating, and resolving conflicts effectively. So, how do you embark on this journey of healing your attachment style? It starts with self-awareness. Recognize and accept your attachment style and the ways it shapes your approach to relationships. Show self-compassion for making choices based on old survival principles. Next, practice communicating your needs and boundaries clearly and consistently. It's not about demanding change from your partner, but expressing your needs and desires within the relationship openly. I also recommend seeking help because it is so hard to see our own blind spots. We operated for decades with old neurological scripts. It's not easy to see how limiting they are. Also understand that attachment trauma is relationship-based. This is why we heal in a relationship. Relationship with a trauma-based coach is one of the safest ways of changing our patterns. This is the place where you can feel free to explore who you are, practice communicating your needs, desires, and boundaries. I designed the Secure Love Creator program specifically to help you do exactly that. Explore your needs, boundaries, desires, gain self-love and self-compassion, date and court specifically, consciously, mindfully, with the goal of creating a secure, committed relationship while applying strategies to avoid attaching too quickly. Only then can you actually be fully aware and discern who's good and who's not good for you, for your particular goal. Now, I invite you to choose. Do you continue down the path of believing relationships are just hard and luck-based, embracing the loneliness and disconnection that comes with it? Or do you step into the empowering belief that by understanding and healing your attachment style, you can cultivate deep, meaningful connections and embrace healthy, thriving relationships? Cultivating a deep, meaningful connection when you don't know how to do can feel like you are reaching for warmth in a never-ending winter. If you're ready to stop feeling like love is just out of reach and start experiencing the kind of relationship in which you feel honored, desired, valued, I'm here to guide you. Let's dive deeper into understanding your emotional patterns and how to communicate them effectively. I know it can be scary, but I'm here with you. My Secure Love Creator program is designed to help you uncover the root of your attachment struggles and transform your approach to love. Ready to feel like you know how to do it and feel like your efforts are working? Don't leave your happiness to chance. Let's work together to create the foundation for a secure, fulfilling love. Book a call with me to explore how the Secure Love Creator program can change your love life. It's not just about finding the right partner, it's about becoming the most grounded, connected version of yourself and unlocking the door to the love you truly deserve. Get on my calendar if you're ready to work on this within the next 3 to 4 weeks by following the link below.